Okay, what does parenting coach think about this challenge? Slap the cheese at your crying baby and they will stop crying. I'm going to break it down for you. Why this happens and what's the consequence at an emotional level for children. I'm going to give you a power tip to console your child when they are or seem unconsolable. Hello, my name is Marcela Collier. I am a certified parenting coach and founder of HIC Parenting Education Agency. My team of coaches and I have served 14,151 parents of sensitive and neurodivergent kids parent their children with a lot more peace. And I wanted to react to this video because if you have a sensitive or neurodivergent child, even if they're not a baby anymore, sometimes you wish there was like flip of a switch strategy to just get them to stop crying. I am an autism mom, autistic as well, and sometimes my son gets into crying sessions for a long time. And I'm going to share with you what has worked as well. First things first, crying is a form of communication. That goes for babies, that goes for older kids, that goes for adults. When we are crying, we are communicating a feeling, a deep feeling, and a deep need. If you have a neurodivergent child who struggles with verbal communication, they may cry more because they have to access a baby's tool, which is crying, to get their parents' attention. If they're not able to get your attention or to convey exactly what they need from you, they use crying. So crying is a form of communication. It's not about stopping our children from crying. It's about finding out what's taking them to cry the way they're crying so we can meet their needs, so we can attend to their feelings and to their needs. So the slap on the cheese, the slap on the cheese thing may stop children from crying momentarily, yes, because they get startled. They're like, what is this? What just happened? This feels cold. This is different. It's not that they stopped crying, they just got startled, perhaps a little confused, perhaps like, what is this? I've never felt this, like you've never answered to me this way when I'm crying. So that's what's really going on. It's not that they're done crying, it's that they stop for a moment to kind of like gather themselves up and trying to make sense of the moment. I wanted to touch on this because regardless if it is this, this cheesy strategy or not, a lot of parents sort to distractions to get their children to just stop crying. I saw a video that let me know if you're interested in me reacting to it here in our channel. But this video was of a pediatrician teaching a parent how to calm down a tantrum. And then you say, when you see a tantrum, just distract the child with something else. And then the child was crying about something. And then the doctor was like, look at this little car over here. Okay, so what's happening with distractions? Distractions is not emotional processing, meaning that they might get distracted and yes, stop crying. That doesn't mean that their feeling went away. They just got distracted. And when they think about the feeling, they're gonna go back to the tantrum or the crying or whatever meltdown they were having. So is it that like don't use distractions? Not about that. Sometimes that could be a tool to get our children out of crisis, but as well to bring them back to the motion So instead of suppressing it or denying it, we kind of like take them out of crisis, and then after that we process their emotions. I would never forget, um, I would never forget. It was a long time ago. I mean, I didn't have kids at the time. I was with a boyfriend, that's a different story. But I was with his mom and with his little niece, 3-year-old niece. And the 3-year-old niece, we were in a mall and she started crying for a toy. And then the grandma, she took a very interesting keychain out of her purse and gave it to her, and that kind of distracted her, and the tantrum went away. I'm not against that. That's a strategy, but then as well to bring the child back to, okay, I know you felt disappointed about not having a toy. We can always buy you a toy. So they start connecting with their emotion, and they start learning better ways of using that emotion in a more constructive way. So next time, if you feel disappointed, you can say, I'm disappointed, but just going on the floor and kicking and screaming, that's not gonna get you the toy. So slapping your baby with cheese, it's a distraction. It's a disruption of a pattern for them. It feels confusing. It feels I don't know if it feels invasive. I don't know. Maybe for neurodivergent kids, it may feel invasive if they have sensory needs, and then they feel this thing coming to this wet, slimy thing coming to their head. If I would have done with my autistic son when he was a baby, I think he would have gotten startled and then started crying right away and being inconsolable. And the last thing that I have to say is these trends are for adults' entertainment. So the moment that you decide to hop on the train, you are basically serving your children in a silver platter for strangers in the internet to entertain themselves with your children. Do you want that? The other side, when it comes to consoling our children and not just stop the crying, I want to give you one thing that helps me and my autistic son, and it's called co-regulation. Co-regulation is the art of lending my son my calm. So if he sees me calm, he is more likely to calm down a lot quicker. And if you struggle to remain calm during your child's chaos, maybe because you are a neurodivergent parent as well as me, and sometimes when they are in chaotic moments, you are too, and you need help, I have an invitation for you. I have a free class that you can find in hicparenting.com. I'm going to leave a card up here, or you can find it in the description of this video. And on this class, I will show you the Parenting with Understanding system of needs that has taken 1,568 of our clients in HIC Parenting from reactive to peaceful parents to raising their children with a lot more peace. This is a free class that you can access now, so you can start feeling a lot calmer and a lot more secure in your parenting. I'm very curious, what do you think about these trends with kids, these social media trends? Could you please let me know your opinion, your respectful opinion in the comments? And I want to invite you that if you found this video helpful, share it with your spouse, with your friend, with your coworker, with your sister, with your mom. Let them know, like, hey, this helped me understand a lot more how to help my child, or what my child is communicating when they're crying. I want to remind you that it only takes understanding of yourself and of your children's needs to transform your parenting. I'll see you next time. Bye.